Hey, what's up, everybody? Just wanted to talk about life, and this topic is just basically: are you comparing yourself to your parents? And what I mean by that is, are you looking at your parents and then basing off your success or how successful are you, compared relative to them? So, if they are your parents, if your parents were not like business owners, if they were not like wealthy or own a property and anything like that, and like if you do anything better than them, are you comparing yourself relative to them and basing your success based on how they did? If you are, you're probably mistaken. You're gonna probably end up setting the bar really low. So you're gonna base your standard. Let's say as long if you tell yourself, as long as I make a little bit better than my parents, I'll be good. I'll be happy with that. But what you don't notice is that, your parents have a lack of education. If what I mean by that, maybe they didn't get to go to school. They were unfortunate. It was unfortunate for them that they didn't have the opportunity to go to school and learn the things we learned. So if you're first generation, don't compare yourself to your parents. Just be grateful for the fact that they sacrificed a lot of their time to raise you, and maybe they had a low paying job. And now be grateful that the fact that they, worked their butt off to pretty much put a roof and food on the table. And now it's time for you to look at other people to base your standards off. Don't base your standards off what your parents did or what they have done. If they are successful, then they are have high standards, then okay, that's a different story. If they went to school, you gotta go to school or better. Maybe that's up to you. They probably might not push you to do that, but at least you gotta have some level of, you gotta pick something up from them. Like if they're doing great, there's some the greatness that they have acquired from their experiences. You have to kind of pick up on that. If not, then you are kind of like make taking their life for granted. You're kind of making excuses on why you are not being successful. Like that's just wrong. Like you have the opportunity to learn from them and you're not. That's kind of sad. So let's say, so supposedly, suppose that you do have parents that, were not successful, and that's most of us. Just start looking at other people that do have the success that you want, and it's basically just looking at people who are doing things that you would want to be doing. So for instance, if you're interested in becoming a real estate person, a real estate salesperson, start looking at people on YouTube and start emulating pretty much what they're doing, and start thinking of ways that you can kind of not, well, pretty much copy and do what they do. And that's basically how you're gonna end up having a new standard to base your life off. I'm not saying to compare yourself, but I'm just saying, like, hey, to reach that level of success that person is reaching, you want to be like, okay, he's saying that he's putting this much time in calls, he's putting this much time in door knocking, he's putting this much time in actually doing face to face with people. That's the amount of time that you probably should be doing as well. So a lot of these people actually don't put everything they do. So it's kind of underestimate the things that they say they do. But so that's why you gotta kind of be an overachiever. And that's basically it. That's all I have for today. If you want to improve your life, raise your standards. That's something Tony Robbins says. And yeah, the way you raise your standards is by looking at people who have high standards that are doing the things that you want to do. So look at the industry you want to go into, what kind of job, what kind of career, what kind of business, and just start looking at people who do that and at least get an idea from them. They're going to give you your opinion, and just form your own opinion on how you want to go about it, maybe a different way and such. So that's all I have, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.